Hi guys, it's Zermatt here. Welcome back to the channel. Realise it's been a long while since I posted anything to do with Forza, and today I found myself just wanting to play some touring cars, get back into the the Audis and Civics and that sort of thing. So I thought random track, random cars, but thought I'd try and go for a bit of a leaderboard, which was rare because I don't remember the last time I really hot lapped something. So I ended up picking this Audi RS3, which, as many of you know, is the top car in the touring class. And I thought, you know what, I haven't been on Hockenheim for a while. It's one of my favourite tracks. I've made some great moves there in the RC in the past, and I'll just see how I'll get on and go from there. Really, ended up doing quite a few laps, and what I'm going to do is going to show you two different approaches to driving this this Audi RS3. One which is quite high risk, high reward, I think I'd describe it as, and one which is a little bit more safe. So the first one we're going to look at is the one which is quite high sort of risk. It's going to be banging down the gears under braking, so we're going to be dropping down into first gear here into the second corner. Yes, we've got the brake line on, but actually most of the time I tend to ignore it. It's just there as a sort of semi-reference. But what that braking does is use the engine to brake the car, and in some cars that's quicker, some cars it's not. Obviously you can't do that with simulation damage on. But as you can see, as soon as I go into first gear, the car sort of turns a little bit more, and I'm able to short shift into second to get a more straight exit going out of the corners. Again, sort of off throttle, off the brake, going into the sort of right angle corners as well. Try and keep a little bit of throttle on here to keep the car turned in, but as you can see, it's not going to be on this corner, but on the next left-hander we're going to bang down the gears as well, and that's been known as a tactic to keep the revs high, use the engine braking to slow the car down more. But I wasn't convinced this was the quickest way to go about driving this track. So as we'll see in a second, I did try an alternative time. We did get a penalty there, but I wanted to show you this time because it's a representative sort of lap time. Notice I'm doing the last corner in third gear there and shifting into fourth over the curb on the outside. Quite important. So that was a lap in the sort of high risk mode, if you like, as I promptly go off on the first corner, banging down the gears using the engine. Now what I'm going to show you is, as we cross lap 40, I actually had a lot of fun doing this. End up bang over the curb on the first corner, which I found to be a little bit faster, although more unpredictable. We're going to show a lesser risk here, so just changing down the gears sort of almost normally, letting off and letting the car do the talking. Went a little bit wider there than I usually do, ramp up over the curb, but as you can see I'm 0.85 up on a lap, which is actually a 1:30.12, so getting some good time. Again here, heavy braking zone, just rolling down the gears as if you usually would, not into first like I did on the previous lap. Just a straight exit. In fact, it felt sort of more controlled. Again, keeping it in second gear here, do a little bit of a sort of short shift into third and fourth. So before we were taking that corner in third. I actually think it's probably quicker in third, but fourth gives you a bit more, it's a bit of a safety net. I actually missed the apex a little bit there. You can really get on the right hand side of the curb there, as long as you don't go over it, obviously. Again, just rolling down the gears. You can actually do this one in third, but I like short shifting into third on the exit there. No risk over that curb like I was last time. Into third straight away, just let the car roll around here, 3/4 power, make sure you go out wide, and actually short shift into fourth, coming out of the, or going into the last corner. And we end up getting a 1:30.94, which, as you'll see, is first, but only just from Sean by 1,000. I think there probably is a 29 in there. I lost a fair bit of time in the second and third sectors, just through a bit of nerves and that sort of thing. Haven't raced or hot lapped for a while on Forza, and I've been playing F1 a little bit, so a little bit out of practice, but we got the time in the end. I think my key things to driving these touring cars though are make sure you let off the throttle when you're turning into a tight corner. It just allows the front end to grip and to bite. And then when you feel that grip and feel that bite, then is when you apply the power. And don't just floor it out of every slow corner, because you're just going to understeer off, especially if you're not using traction control, which is quicker in these cars. You need to apply the throttle smoothly and not be on full lock as well, because it's just a recipe for torque steer and a recipe for disaster. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. There'll be some more of these videos coming. I'm on Forza, I'm on F1, I'm trying some other stuff, and hopefully I'll keep this content coming. Obviously, if you liked it and you want more of these sort of track and car guides, then subscribe to the channel. Give this video a thumbs up. It really does help, not just from a sort of getting the video out there point of view, but from a sort of motivational point of view for me. I want to keep giving you guys this content, but if you don't like it, then it won't continue to come. But anyway, give it a like. See you next time, guys.